Hi.
Hi.
Happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween and happy blessed
This is the
Samhain.
extent of my Halloween costume.
Oh, I love that. Look at Sherry. We're both wearing purple. I didn't
Yeah.
think about it,
I
but you
have
got your
one that's
purples
purple
on.
and I have another one that's a witch in another pose that's black and blue. So
Very cool.
Walmart, $5. You can't beat it.
No.
I got them last year, like a couple of days after Halloween when they were on sale.
Yeah.
And
Cool minds think alike. So, you guys getting any trick or treaters tonight, or is it quiet near your area?
no, it's quiet over here. I know last year when we had Halloween, we didn't have any trick or treaters. I think the office does like a party thing for the kids
Hmm.
earlier in the day, and a lot of the churches and stuff around town all have events that they host for the kids.
Yeah,
Uh,
and some towns around here they have it where they get come to a parking lot and they pop open their trunks and the kids walk around and they get to see each other and they get candy so that they're not
yeah,
walking the streets but they're in the parking lot. And so yeah, it's a
I
lot
think
different than when we were younger.
one of the last Halloweens I remember my son doing, and he was in fifth grade, sixth grade, maybe seventh grade. I don't remember, but the Power Rangers were real popular. It's when they first came out because we're talking
Yep, Ninja
mid
Turtles, the
'90s,
Power Rangers. Yep.
and the Green Ranger had just been introduced to the mix, and he was crazy about the Green Ranger.
Good
So my
morning,
mother
Flora.
made him a green Power Ranger costume,
Oh,
helmet and all, and it was all made out of felt.
very
And it
cool.
was the coolest costume. I can't tell you how many people stopped me in the street to ask, "Where did you get that costume?" You know,
Sherry's Boutique. Boutique
yeah,
of
or
costume.
Sharon's boutique. Actually, it was my mom that did it.
Okay.
And uh,
Hello, Linda.
Unfortunately, up to the day of Halloween, it had been really cold. Halloween day, the temperatures jumped up to like 80 something degrees.
Oh
That poor
my
baby
goodness.
was he was dying of heat inside that felt costume.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a really nice fall this year. And even though it's raining today, it still was in the 60s. So, and a very happy All Hallows Eve to you, Linda. So, Flora,
We got us a
popping
bunch
in
of
from
people in here.
Australia. Yeah, from Australia. Thank you for joining us. Good morning,
Linda and Arlene and Sabrina and
Sabrina. Oh, and Sherry. I don't you love it how it jumps and when you go to click on one thing and it pops up and you're like on the next person. I'm like, wait a minute, you got to put
look,
that thumb
Cherry's
in.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm excited. Linda G's on the channel with me Wednesday.
I was going to ask what you got coming up. I usually
Yep.
wait till the end, but I can
Linda
tell you're
G
really excited.
Wednesday at um 12 o'clock Pacific, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Um, she'll be on. I just reposted a link on my community tab
Hi,
to
Amanda.
post questions for everybody to go in and post some questions, and then
So I know
Mark.
sometimes she does questions and sometimes she prefers to chat. I think it's her
I
energy.
just put no personal questions in it. Post your questions, but no
Yeah,
personal questions, and then that way we
gotcha.
can kind of stick
She
to
said she did like 50
political and
readings the
cultural.
other day.
Sometimes she'll get into some personal
Oh
questions,
my
but
God, 50 readings, she said on Saturday at Angel Heart. Honey, I could barely
yeah,
get through it when we get like six, seven, or eight of them. And I'm like, ugh. And she
yeah. I
did
mean,
50.
I know. She she was with Debbie Freebird Spirit yesterday,
Trying to
and
figure
Debbie was
out.
showing her how to use StreamYard, and she was
Yeah.
getting the biggest kick out of it. So she and Mel did a live stream today
Oh, that's
on
cool.
StreamYard, and it was so funny. It was like watching two little
Oh,
kids with a brand new toy. They were having a ball.
yeah.
So go look at the video and watch it later. But
Yes,
I sat
Sonia
and
was so
laughed at
kind
my
and
desk
she helped me.
watching the two of them cutting up. And oh well, we can get so and so and come in and have a threesome. And
Hello.
uh,
Go
I
go
was
go
cracking up.
go tell Sterling saying he's got connections with Hollywood. Go have him get Gerard.
Yeah, there you
Let him
go.
on. We'll have a
Go
threesome.
find Gerard. Um,
Oh,
but
she loved
so
that thumbnail, by the way, too. She said they
that's
look like dwarves,
fantastic.
and I'm like, yes, she's got a
That's,
good sense of humor. I love it. But we
that's
got some
it.
people. Also,
Oh,
colorful
listen,
foresight.
Sylvia's here. Colorful Foresight. She's coming on my show.
Let's
She's
Sylvia.
going to be
Okay.
on. Look, I got me a new day planner.
Yes, I did too at Barnes and Noble,
I got
and
mine at Amazon.
I love it. The sticker is mine, but yeah, I couldn't. And it's so funny, you know how they got the moon and everything, but you know what they
Yeah.
left out in the calendar when the full moon is and the new moon. I love you.
Well, let's
Why
see.
did
I
they
got
do
Linda G.
that?
Wednesday is going to be on my show. I'm going to be on with you Thursday. And then
Yeah,
Mark Spirit Whisperer was going to be on
I
my
know
show
you're
Friday,
getting Mark too, and I'm
um,
like, oh,
3 o'clock Friday. I had jumped on his live stream over the weekend, and I don't remember what the conversation was he was having. And I jumped on and I said something about it. I said, yeah, I said, but you never answer my emails. I keep asking you to come on.
I know I saw that
And
was
he
on
was
there.
like, I will come on your show. And I'm like, well, then answer the damn email.
See, there's certain people I want to invite on my channel, but I get cold feet because I
Yeah,
don't know if what I read on or what I on my channel would be something they'd be interested in. And you know me,
right.
I kind of have this fear of rejection. But hey, I reached out
You
and
know,
contacted Linda G, and so
yeah,
she said yes to me. So
that's it.
hopefully
Well,
it's a good news.
when Aiden hit our community a few months back,
Yeah.
and within like a month, he had Linda G come on his show, and I was like, how the hell did you do that? He said, I emailed her.
Yeah, he just said he
And I
just
went, excuse
randomly
me?
started emailing
He
people.
said, yeah, I just emailed everybody. And I said, well, damn, I'm going to do that.
I like what Amanda said. So exciting to see all the cross pollination.
That's what it kind of feels like. But
Yep.
you know, it's like when I did the show with Celtic Sheila, my membership jumped over 100 in one day.
That's awesome.
You know, I watched Marina did a show. Linda came on her channel. Her membership jumped over 1,000 in a week.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, man, that's pretty good.
You know who I
So,
would love to have come on my channel just to sit and talk with him and talk about his kitty is Cash Peters.
oh, yeah,
Not having to worry about politics or anything, but just sitting back talking about kitties, talking about the drawing,
I love
having
Olive.
fun, just his soul crossings. I'm very interested in. So I really like Cash's energy. He's just very down
Oh,
to
I do too. He is so much fun to
what you
watch.
see is what you get with him, and I
Yeah,
like it. I really do.
I know I was telling somebody in chat somewhere a couple of weeks back, I said somebody, yeah, I'm arts and crafts challenged. I'm not
I know
artistic.
I heard you, and
And
you
they were
drop the
like,
nail board when you
well,
say
no,
that.
you have like Cash Peters can just draw stick people. I said, Cash Peters is Picasso next to me. I said, so when it comes to drawing,
Practice, and you'll get just as good as Cash Peters. Oh God, what
oh
they
my
say in the
goodness.
South,
My
glitter
son's
and
the
dark
artist.
cherry.
He does the
Oh
artwork, the music, it's
yeah.
when he first started playing music and people would ask, oh, well, what instrument do you play? Thinking it
Hmm.
was inherited. I said, I play the stereo and I'm very good at it. I can turn those knobs.
Hey, when brag, when you got something going on, you
That's
share
it.
it with the world.
And
Um.
but yes, Sylvia, Colorful Foresight, she's gonna be on my show Saturday.
Oh,
This
I hope
coming
everybody
Saturday.
just heard that. Come here.
And Marina, Heart Centered Tarot, she's gonna be on later the same day. And then on Sunday, I'm gonna be a guest on the Crone Zone.
Mm.
And then Sunday night, Deanne invited me to come on her channel for her birthday party.
Oh wow, well you're just making all the rounds, girl.
So it's like I got a jam packed
You're royalty now. Everyone's gonna be
weekend.
fighting to get
I
on
don't know
your
how the
channel.
hell that happened, but
So he wanted to say happy Halloween. He heard me talking
happy
to
Halloween.
everybody.
I can't get over
He
his
wanted to.
eyes.
Once he did, I showed them your
I
beautiful
have a
eyes.
picture that I got off the
Beautiful.
internet,
Okay.
God, years ago.
Come on.
And you can tell it's a black cat, but it's just like the face,
Mm-hmm.
but it has those ice blue eyes.
Yeah.
And every time I see your cat, I think of that picture and I think, oh my God, he could have posed for that
Mm-hmm.
picture. I mean, it's just beautiful. Y'all pardon me, my makeup's all worn off, my hair.
Yeah. And my horns are messing around, so I'm just gonna leave these on for a little
Yeah.
bit. But Sabrina, don't watch Cash for Kitty Talk. This for other channels. But he does like to talk about his kitty Olive and
I
how
don't see
Olive
why
wants
people
to.
have a hard time with that.
It's
I think it's
wonderful. It's
adorable.
adorable.
Just
Yeah.
like Autumn with her cats, with Boo Boo's and Kitty
I
and Sir
know.
Alfred a
And your
Pumpkin.
kitty, I love it
I
when
get the
Manu
biggest
jumps
kick
in.
out of her cats. I mean,
Yeah.
but
And I'm keeping an eye out for Manu. I love it when she pops on and says hello. And of course, Debbie,
I
her
don't know
her
where
cat
she is.
Luna.
Kane's sleeping on the bed.
Oh,
Um,
so she's like,
Kane's
shh.
behind me. See the little black lump there?
Oh,
He's zonked.
what? Yes, I know you're there. He's over here on his bed, spinning around, flip flopping, going, pay attention to me. And I'm like, no, mommy's got to pay attention to this right now.
All right, I'm
Oh,
just like
all right.
re-saying hi to everyone in chat because I don't remember who I said hi to earlier.
Well, Rain popped in. So, hello, Rain.
Uh,
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Sabrina, are you the teenage witch?
We do have
I
Arlene.
had to
Arlene
ask
came
that.
in.
I'm sorry. That just had to
Meow,
come out.
meow. Warrior Girl actually
Warrior
popped in.
girl.
There she is. Hello, Warrior Girl.
Hello, hello, hello.
Um, and everybody's just been gabbing to each other. And that's why I like it.
Good,
Community.
good,
It's
good
like sitting in a
flow here.
coffee shop. I mean, I would rather wish I could like another reader said, just reach out, bring everybody into my living room and just sit around and talk, but this will be the
Yeah, or
next
just
twist of
hang
things.
on the
But it's
front porch or
yeah.
something. I mean, in the South, that's what people used
Thank
to
you, Rain.
do.
And
They would all
Sherry's
just
got
hang
a
on the
bunch
front
too.
porch.
So
All right, I
okay,
think I'm at the.
so what Sherry and I were thinking about doing for fun tonight is how we have trick or treat. And so we figured we would switch back and forth. We do have a request for one read. Um, we can maybe do that first for Teresa. But we thought it would be fun. I could, shuffle a couple times. And if for people who wanted a card, I would do the um, trick card. And then Sherry would do the treat card. So it would be a trick
And then the next
or
person
treat.
will switch.
Yeah, we can switch back and forth. So um, if anybody would be interested in that, go ahead and start doing the.
What's really fun is we're both going to use the same deck,
Yep, I have
the
a couple
Oracle,
extra
the
on the
Witch's
side.
Wisdom Oracle deck.
I have a couple of other decks that said, "Oh, pull me out just in case to maybe need a clarifier or something." But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sitting here. I'm thinking about maybe I need to pull out another deck, but I
I've
don't
got
know.
I've got like three. Like half the time it's like, nope, I'm not pulling out a whole bunch. I'm keeping this. But then sometimes somebody will want a card, and I'll look at the cards that I have, and the energy just doesn't feel right, and I have to sit and look to the front
Well,
of
I've
me,
got
to the
my
side.
newest deck that just came in.
Yes, I know you were so
Dr.
excited
Lena
about that.
and Sienna's deck.
I would love to
I
see you
haven't
use
even
that, Sienna.
unwrapped the cards yet. They're still wrapped in the
Oh,
plastic. I haven't
wow.
opened them yet. I decided I was going to go through the book first.
Okay,
And
so
just because everybody's been telling me, you got to read the book first. You don't even need the cards. Just read the book. I'm like,
oh, see, I'm not
hey.
the opposite. Just give me the cards. So
Well,
Katie,
usually when I get a new deck, especially if it's something like that with a lot, a lot of different stuff in it. I'll for about a week or so, I'll just do like daily reads on myself where I'm pulling cards and looking it up, just getting a feel for it. But with this one, I want to do a card flip on it.
Yeah, reveal and just go
And I
by.
was yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking about doing that maybe this weekend. And so I'm leaving the cards
that's what I did for
wrapped.
Louise. Kristen Louise. I did that with her star oracle. I did a flip through, and I've never done a flip through on my channel, but I just absolutely love the energy, and the beauty and the humanity that she put into her cards, and so
The
I just had to
closest
do a flip.
the closest flip through I ever did was I had gotten a deck of cards. It was actually two deck of cards. I don't remember ordering, but evidently I ordered them sometime in the middle of the night. And when they came in, and one was like an oracle deck, and one was a tarot deck. And the tarot deck, the pictures on them were just beautiful. And I just kind of like spread them out on the desk and just
Hmm.
kind of pulled out a couple of cards here and there, and I did like a 2 minute video on it, and it was
Which
before
deck
I
was
really.
this again?
It's from Astrology Answers. They're the ones
I'll
that.
have to go back and look at your videos and find that one.
Yeah, it was. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
And Teresa Levine, if you are still here, we are going to do this first. Teresa requested a special reading, and we're going to go ahead and we'll do this first, and then after we do this read, we'll do the trick or treat. Okay, Lisa, I
Gotta find
got
the
you
right
as
color.
well.
Hang on.
Oh, so I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. The Bills won again this weekend. Woohoo! Sorry, Scott
Oh,
from Scott
actually,
Allen Spiritual Lessons. We beat the Packers, but it was a good game. It was close.
I'm coming. Keep talking.
so so Teresa, what we are going to do? Okay, you're here. What Sherry and I are going to do is because we're going to focus on the name that you gave us, because not having a name, we wouldn't be able to really connect too much with the cards and what was coming up. So, Teresa, what we'll do is we'll just say, we'll just do a couple cards for the young girl Eliza, and we'll see what we get. And after we do that reading, Sherry and I will do the trick or treats, and then probably a collective at the end, like we
Yeah,
usually do. So,
this is the deck that I
and
had
Lisa
got. This
Rose
is
is
what the
here.
back looks like.
Ooh, I like
Stands
the
for
purple. I
astrology,
love the purple.
astrology something or other. But the cards themselves are like really, really. They have some really good. Trying to find one that's more. Let's see if I can find one that's a little bit
They
more.
have kind of like a dreamy feel to them.
Yeah, like this is the devil.
Oh, well, that's not very dreamy, but yeah. Oh, it's like an orc. Okay.
Yeah, some of them are kind of like here's the Queen of Cups.
Oh, she's pretty. I love that blue.
Yeah, it's just it's I really get into saturated colors.
You
Like
mean
there's
like this deck?
yes, like
Is
that
Aren't
deck.
the colors beautiful? That's I just
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
love them.
that's one of the things I loved. It was like I liked I had saw it on Amazon and put it on my wish list, and it was like I like the way the pictures look, but you can't really tell
Hmm.
on Amazon or somewhere how they're really going to look. And when the deck arrived, thank you, Anonymous.
Yes, thank you for such a beautiful gift to Sherry. That was
I'm
wonderful of
telling
you.
you, when the deck arrived, and I opened it up and started looking at it, I was just blown away. I was like, oh my God, this is gorgeous. I mean, I couldn't get over how pretty the cards were.
Yeah. My cards were
Yeah.
a gift from my Shan, so yeah. I think he
Well,
got these for me for Ostara for the spring equinox this year.
Cool.
I think that's when he got me for these. Yeah. So
Has anybody
I
heard from Scott? Does he have a baby yet?
nope, nothing yet. I reached out
Nothing
to
yet.
him yesterday. They're still waiting.
Yeah, I texted him a couple of days ago and he was like, not yet, still waiting.
Yeah. Okay. So I told Teresa that we're going to focus on Eliza. We'll pull a full few cards.
Okay. I'm still taking some out of the stack here.
Yeah. Okay, Teresa, young girl. Teresa, could you put? Oh, I don't know if she can put the name of the cemetery. No, it's okay. We just have Eliza. I'll just ask my guides.
Yeah, you don't
That
want
means
to do
Eliza.
anything that might,
Let them know where their location is.
yeah, they may not
Hello,
want that.
Serena. Welcome, welcome.
Uh,
Okay, Teresa, let me.
oh, Mama Bear's here. Hey, Mama
Yeah,
Bear.
there's a young girl, Eliza, that died in the fire. Can you pick up anything from her? Warren family cemetery. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. As in the Warrens, or just a generic Warrens? That was interesting. Oh, this is interesting. I don't use these cards this often, so I'm a little rusty. So it's good to get them out. And
Which cards are you using?
the Witch's Oracle.
Okay.
Um, Let me pull one from the bottom.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is interesting. I'm getting a lot of the Sabbats in here.
All right. I'm going to pull in from a couple of different.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Let's see. Is Warrior Girl said, is it just me, or does it seem like a lot of ghosts have crossed over through this ascension? Just curious. I think so, because there are a lot more individuals who are starting to take what's the word, showing some more respect when it comes to like the paranormal shows.
I was just getting ready to say that it's not just because we're getting closer to the next ascension
Mhm.
worldwide, but more and more people are into the ghost hunts, the ghost this, the ghost that. And while a lot of them treat it as fun and aren't very respectful with it, a
Mhm.
lot of them have really um, done a good job of trying to know and understand what it is that they're doing. You know,
Yeah.
they've gone to the point of actually getting people who specialize in that kind of thing to like join in their groups and whatnot, so
Mhm.
that
Yeah, and I hate when they use the word hunting. It's like ghosts were once humans. What if that was your relative and you heard someone saying, "Well, I'm going to go hunt,"
yeah,
the ghost, and it's like, don't hunt. You can investigate or but I don't know, but I guess people like using the word hunt. It's, they're not animals, people. I mean,
yeah.
show some respect. Um Hey, Tangy Boop. Thanks for stopping in. Hello, darlings. Her and Ben gave me a wonderful little Halloween reading today. Ma- Really resonated, really cheered me up and picked me up. So thank
Oh,
you again
cool.
for you two for that wonderful reading. Are you all set, hon?
Yeah, go ahead and go, and I'm gonna figure
Oh,
out what it's telling me here.
you're okay. So it's interesting. The first card that came out was Spirit Initiation. So I'm more looking at the spirit. I'm feeling like because of these being chords, and with initiations, sometimes the chords represent a commitment to your spiritual path, to your beliefs, and in some rituals, I will not sugarcoat anything. There are a lot of people use this as symbology, but on the when Wicca was being introduced into society. Um, the chords were also kind of like a reflection from the Christian, how the certain priests would or monks would flag themselves to accept a little bit of pain to show their dedication to their spiritual path. Um, there are some practitioners who will, do that to themselves a few times to show, that's their path. And there's others that just use that as a symbology. So right off the bat, it says spirit, and there's an item that might represent a little bit of pain. So I'm feeling that the spirit that she's there, and then I got Yule and then Rebirth. So I'm wondering if this might have been her passing, might have been around the time of the winter. Um, because of course, Rebirth, fire. I'm thinking maybe I don't know the history of where of the cemetery is. Um, I'm just going by what I'm seeing in the cards, so I'm feeling like her passing might have been around the time of Yule, which would be what the Christian religion used to create for Christmas. So Yule and Christmas are basically the same holiday.
Yep.
So this is Yule starting around the end of November, going into December, and following into the new year. So like around that time period. And then another interesting, I got hand fasting union. So the union, I'm feeling like maybe this was her being um, reunited with family. And then I got Beltane, which is fertility, and it's a fire celebration. It's like the first summer Sabbath that's practiced. Um, as because for Beltane, that's when everybody's coming out. They're meeting people, new people in the villages are coming together. New marriages are taking place. This is when the hand fasting, which is the unions, are. So I'm feeling with her again. It's interesting because I'm feeling like there might have also been a rebirth with her. I feel like I see the spirit, but yet I'm also feeling the Yule, the rebirthing, the hand fasting union coming back together, coming back again. She may already be here. There may be a fragment of her soul. I know there are some things that are called soul fragments, where parts of us we leave behind. Like when we do soul work, like when we have our Akashic records read, or we have special readings read, when we're working on our shadow aspects of ourselves or our karma. Sometimes you will find that there are bits and parts of yourself that are left in other lifetimes or in other dimensions where you need to start doing the work to heal that and bring those soul fragments together and bringing that karma into balance. And so for the last three cards I picked, I pulled from the Sacred Circle, which is also a pagan based tarot deck. I got the Moon, which is, of course, for a lot of people, it's hidden secrets, it's darkness. But for me, also, it's beautiful. It's the light of the darkness is showing the light of the goddess, the feminine, the intuition, and the stones kind of remind me of the cemetery as well. So I'm feeling like maybe these two cards were right next to each other when I laid them out. So I'm feeling that there may be a residual or a small fragment or energy of her still at that location. Then I got the Knight of Discs moving slowly, maybe still coming together. I also got Seven of Wands, a little bit of fighting as in not physical fighting, but maybe some struggles. Still working on those karmic ties, burning the bits and pieces of um, maybe just not her, but also maybe other family members. Um, there may still be generations there still keeping her there or connecting with her there. So that's what I got, and I'll let give it over to Sherry.
Okay. As I make a funny face. Okay, well, I started out, I'm using my rainbow tarot at the end of the rainbow. I pulled what is it, the Six of Swords.
Oh,
So, I mean, basically, this talking
true.
about, uh, getting through rough times, um, trying to adapt yourself to a new situation. For someone like a child who suddenly passes,
See,
that's, I mean, even though they're in spirit form, they're
that's what
still
you
going to be very questioning of what's going on, what's happening to me, why am I here? And they may, a lot of times, children will stick around longer than they should simply because they don't know what's going on or how to move on. And so that's where people like us come in handy to, when we can see or feel or hear these types of spirits, or be in that area to pick up on it to try to help them navigate through. And that's what I see with this, her trying to navigate through a new situation. But then I went with my moonology, full moon in Sagittarius, that just says look at the bigger picture. So I'm thinking look at the bigger picture would be getting more information on what happened to this child. Why did she die at such a young age? Was it just natural causes? Did something happen to her? Did someone harm her? Um, did she get, some disease and get sick and die?
Teresa
Um,
said it was a fire that they
a
believe.
fire. Okay.
That's where
Um,
I was getting the fire and some of the cards.
so that's even, yeah, that puts these two together really strongly because it's looking at the bigger picture of what happened and her trying to travel through what's going on here,
Mhm.
and to think of dying in a fire. I mean, hopefully she died of smoke inhalation before she did burning to death.
Yeah.
That would be a horrible way to go. Um, but then I pulled the divine feminine has your back and unconditional love. And once you've crossed over, that's what you're going into is that unconditional love. Now, a lot of times spirits that do cross come back to visit. So it's not like they need to be crossed over again. They've already done that. They just haven't chosen to reincarnate yet, or they're wanting to hang around. Um, yeah, there we go. Sagittarius is a fire.
I saw
I
what
didn't even I didn't
Dolly
even
put
think
that
about
in there,
that.
and I was like, yeah, I'm a
Yep.
Sag, so yeah.
And I'm not real up on astrology, so but when you're going into, if she's crossed and she's just coming back to visit because maybe there's still family around, she's in that unconditional love. And I think Dally's right. I think
Yep.
the moon in Sagittarius. See, if I'd have known that it was a fire sign, that
Yeah.
would have
When I
been
saw the red moon, I was thinking fire, so I was thinking maybe
yeah.
that's how the connecting with the fire. And yes, we are
And
all
then the
living
last
together.
thing I drew was the Wiccan. What
Read.
is that? Read,
Yep, the
ready,
Wiccan read.
read,
Hmm.
ethos. And since I don't know a whole lot about Wiccan, I'm learning it. I had to look this up to see what it. I mean, just looking at the card,
Yeah, we're actually going to be discussing the Wiccan read this Wednesday on my Witchy Wednesday. Um,
cool deal.
Step Tina and
But just
uh,
looking at the
gonna go over
card,
it.
it looks eternal the way this card looks. I mean, even if you slightly move it around a little bit, it actually looks like the
It
stars
does.
are
Looks like it's
moving in
moving.
the card.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I had to look it up because, like I said, I don't know what this one means. I mean, I look at what the picture looks like, and it's because you're looking at a piece of parchment. You're looking at very old, or what I would think of as very old rules,
Mm-hmm.
very old um, ways of being, ways of performing your religion.
Mm-hmm.
And for many of this, Wiccan's not a religion; it's an official religion.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of Wiccans who are very serious about what they believe and what they practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been on the periphery of a few people like that, and it's always been very intriguing to me. I don't know a lot about it, but I wouldn't mind learning more, which is one of the reasons why I had this deck in my wish list because I thought, oh, that might learn something. But to get back to the fire and the little girl, I mean, here it's talking about understanding the importance of the threefold law. Now, I don't know what that is, so
What
I would have to
what it
bow
basically
my
means,
head over
Sherry,
that.
is when you do magic, as long as you harm none, do as thou will. And so that's the basic. Harm
Gotcha.
none, do
See,
as
I've
thou will.
always known that with
Or
Wiccan,
it comes
which
back
is,
to threefold. Yeah.
that's the most important rule they have is that it harm none.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at a doctor or a nurse's creed today, that part of what their oath that they take is that they do no harm. That's part of becoming a physician, which a lot of your early witches is what they were. They were the healers in the community. They were the person you went to get rid of the upset stomach or the diarrhea or the headaches or whatever ailment may strike you. You went to the healer, and most
Mm-hmm.
healers were thought of as witches because they practiced and dallied in things that
They
regular people didn't really
they were known as the
understand.
village healers. The ones that go to the medicine men, women, or the
Yeah,
village healers.
in Native American, it was the medicine man, the medicine woman. Um, when you go into the old, more European and Nordic and Celtic religions or peoples, um, that's when you get more into they were just healers, and most of them were considered witches, whether they were or not.
Mhm. Yeah, that word was introduced, by the pretty much by the old English patriarchy as they started moving in, and they
I
needed
shot
that.
one.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Tina's here.
let's see. And it says in this that with this card, that as you accept this ethos, this way of living, this way of being, that it will change your entire worldview. And of that, I agree. I mean, I've known people that have gone into the Wiccan religion who originally went into it simply because they thought being a witch would be cool, and then
Mhm.
once they got in there and started learning about it, their whole attitude changed. And that was the least of their worries,
And you can be a witch, but not a Wiccan, also.
Right.
So that's
And
yeah.
you can be Wiccan and not be a witch. So,
But yeah, a
um,
lot of them want the spells and falling in love and doing all the stuff like they see on TV. And TV can be fun, but that's not really,
yeah, I'm just going with what you had pulled and just what little bit we know about this. It just seems to me, and especially with this, now that I know that Sagittarius is a fire symbol, um, that yeah, this is giving validation to the fire. This is giving validation to the fact that they had to make a transition. They had to travel from this world to the next
hmm
in that transition. And being that it was a child, we would certainly hope that it was not as painful as it could have been. I mean, that
Mhm.
would
I can't imagine.
wait, what was that about horses?
Oh, Teresa
Oh,
said
go and
that
eat the
spirit.
grass.
Yeah, she let the horses go in, and
No, I
at
think
least
most
now.
people that once they're over there, they look at that kind of stuff as that's just a natural rhythm of life.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure she enjoyed that because she brought horses into the summer. She can go say hi to the horses. So,
yeah, who's to say she didn't decide to jump on one and ride around? Like
very
most little
nice.
girls are really into horses, so
Hmm.
um and this just this gives me hope right here is to look at this and to see that the message spirit brings across is that the divine feminine has your back. That
Hmm.
includes all of us, that includes her,
She was
anybody
welcomed
else
with
who's in that
unconditional
fire,
love. Hmm.
and that they're surrounded with unconditional love. And we know that once you cross over into that realm, that's what you're surrounded with is unconditional love. I
Hmm.
mean,
Yep.
we have a concept of what it is here on earth, but we really have no clue what that feels like until we experience it. And
I took your bathing suit.
what?
No, Amanda was put up a comment. She was sharing a story with everybody in chat and how she met, two
Oh,
sisters for a brief time, and one of them they took my bathing suit. So, but
that
yes, I heard
witch.
Teresa. That was, yeah. I think that touched upon her for the little information it still came through that she is in a good place,
Yeah, I don't get a
and I don't think
feeling
there was
that
a lot of
she's.
suffering.
I don't feel like she's lost or that she's angry or that she's jealous of those who are living. That's not the impressions I'm getting off of her. What
Hmm.
I'm getting off of her is that unconditional love, and that it took time to transition to figure out what's going on. But I think that she's okay with it now.
Yeah.
It's just the feeling I get.
And I'm sure she knows that, Teresa, that when you go there, you must feel her. You're connected with her in a very personal way, where you want us to read on her. It's like there's a spiritual connection, and
Yeah.
um, I feel like she appreciates you bringing her and sharing some of her story and her message. So thank you for letting Sherry and I read on that for
Oh
her.
yeah, that was
That's
interesting. That was
awesome.
cool.
All right, shall we start on our trick or treat questions? I've been keeping
Yeah,
them
yeah.
dry. So, what for people coming in at the last minute, what Sherry and I are doing for fun is trick or treat. So, we're going to take turns back and forth, and I'm going to pull a card, and I'll be in the beginning the treat, and then Sherry will pull one that's the trick, and we'll see what kind of fun cards Um, we pull out. And
Something like that.
uh,
Anyway.
I have Rain, Sabrina, and Lisa, and we'll start with Rain. And right now we are at 9:44, and I do have to watch some of my because I have the free StreamYard, y'all. So I have to watch my minutes. So I think we can probably get a couple, at least we could probably take one more, I think, to keep
Yeah.
us in. So Rain will be first. And again, oh, count me in. Okay, so Angie, we'll put you in there. Ooh, me, Rainer. Yep, you're up first. Alrighty. So I'm going to be shuffling. I'm going to be pulling the card for Trick. No, treat. No, Trick goes first. Can you
Yeah,
tell I
trick or
trick or
treat. So
treated?
you're
Yeah.
pulling for
Uh,
trick, and I'll pull for treat, and then we'll
yeah.
reverse
And
it.
we'll reverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for Trick, I got spell, and it's about manifestation and spell work. It's basically using magic to create um our what we want to manifest in in the world. It's like basically like when with going to church. Let me just refer it as this, because when you go up to a candle, you light it and you say a prayer. That's basic. You're basically doing spell work. So for it feels like right now, and I know I saw you in a couple of chats today for reads. You are going to be. This is a time for manifestation. So you have the spell card. So you are working in visualizing, putting the energy, whatever you feel, because I know you're very connected to nature, Ring. You may have a special little ritual or ceremony that you use, maybe using herbs, crystals, or even just going out to the earth and sitting with her and asking for guidance and for abundance. So, whatever it is that you are doing, keep doing it, because you are manifesting what it is that you wish to manifest. You're working towards that. Sorry, my brain's foggy tonight. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I had two jump out at me, literally jumped out of the deck. First, we're going to start with fire and passion.
Ooh.
So, part of your treat is to keep that fire going, keep your passion going, keep that soul feeling on fire. That will feed the passion in you, and just let that go. And then the other one I got was the Book of Shadows and Secrets. The Book of Shadows are something that witches and Wiccans, and even those of us who aren't in that religion or belief system, use, and that is to write down your inner thoughts, write down your spells, write down your manifestations. Um, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can just go buy a spiral notebook and write it down. It's all different ways, but it's a way to keep your thoughts and your manifestations and your dreams all together so that you can go back later and look at see, did I manifest what I started out to manifest? Did I do what I started out to do? Um, so I think it's just telling you, find your passion, use fire to keep your passion, and then keep it all recorded in your Book of Shadows. Keep your journal, write in it
Mm-hmm.
daily. Um, every morning, get up and write in your book one thing that you're grateful for. And before you know it, you'll be looking for something different to write. But that also works because it also increases that fire in your passion.
Very nice. Let's see, Sherry. Passion and Book of Shadows, journaling and working towards my passions despite resistance from others. I'm pushing ahead, keeping the passion going. Thank you. So, yep,
You're
she's doing
welcome.
all of that. Yep. Awesome. Okay, so let me just. Sorry about the finger and the. There, let me use the other. I don't think people want my finger in their face tonight. So, Sabrina would like. So, I'm leaving you there. You can go ahead and you'll be the trick and I'll be the treat.
All right. Let's give a shuffle here.
And Mandy popped in. Hello, Miss Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
It has got to be super late over where you are. Oh my goodness. It's got
Or
to be
early
what?
morning.
Yeah, like
It'd be like,
5 o'clock in the morning or 4 a.m. Wow.
so either you've been up all night or you woke up early.
Or she's been in the recording studio or practicing.
Yeah, she's been sending me some clips of her stuff. It's good. Yeah. And Mandy, when you told me the other day what I read for you really hit home, and I had to go back and rewatch it because I don't remember what I said. I was like, it must have been good. So let me go back and see what I said. It was like, oh, okay, yeah. I was kind of surprised at myself. I was like, wow, just that had to come from spirit. That didn't come from me. And I'm usually not that profound. All right,
What
your
was the
trick.
message that was meant to come out?
Okay, your trick. Get your balance. You're not very balanced. It's Mabon. And that's part of balancing the balance of nature, the balance of dark and light, the balance of one season to another, the balance of what happens when you don't get your balance. You fall on your ass and you hurt yourself. So, unless you want to spend a lot of times falling on your ass, get your balance.
Alrighty.
Your turn.
Yeah. So this card came up again. So Sabrina, your treat card is spirit. And spirit is letting you know it's spirit and initiation. So you're moving forward, you're connecting more with spirit. You're connecting with maybe individuals. It's like an initiation. You're learning wisdom, you're reading books, you may be taking classes, you are most likely surrounding yourself with people of like mind. And I just want to, the book, I had to pick the book. There was something in here that this wanted me to, it says here, no way is the wrong way, for it is your relationship with spirit that is the most important of all. Initiation offers to assist you in making a commitment to walk your truth path and honor spirit in whichever way you are naturally led. But the first line, no way is the wrong way, for it is your relationship with spirit that is the most important at all. So that's the book wanted me, and I just let my eyes fall, and that's the line I found. So this is your walk. This is your spiritual path. Nobody can walk it for you. No one should dictate it for you. This is you, one on one with spirit and connecting with that beautiful higher power, and knowing that you don't need to suffer to let go of any pain that you may experience or feel, especially if there are people around you who may not understand and may try to deter you and maybe even say some awful things. Um, but just know that your relationship and connection with spirit is yours and yours alone.
Miss Tarot D just popped
I
in.
know I saw really quick and I was like, oh, I gotta say hi, but wait a minute. Where'd she go? Wait a minute. Where is she? How do I
Um,
answer? Oh, there's Mr. Oh, do
she's
do.
between Sabrina and Mandy
Oh, trick or
at
treat.
eight
Hello.
nine 51. There we go.
Hello, Miss Carol D. Thank you for popping in and hanging out with Sherry and I. Still need to have you on my channel too. I would love to have you on.
Yeah, I got Mark fussing because he found out that I had royalty in the swamp and he wasn't invited.
Oh, well, like you
Cam
said,
was
put
like,
that
"Well,
in the
Sherry just
email.
did that with Tarot D and Tarot Sachet," and Mark was like, "Why the hell didn't she invite me?" And I was in the chat. I just so happened I was watching the show, and so I responded in the chat. I said, "Because you didn't answer your damn email."
And I even have a new fan too for when my guests come on.
Oh, look at that! I like it.
The dollar store, Tangy, your Dollarama, my dollar store. Here, I got to put this on large for her to see because I know she'll look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Well,
A
I
dollar.
think we go to 9:53. We need to put Ms. Terrell D on our prayer list and send
Uh
him
oh.
lots of love and light and lots of healing energy. It's multiple myeloma. He begins chemo tomorrow. And so she emailed me a couple of days ago and told me about it. And I haven't said anything until she said it was okay to say something. And, but I've been praying nonstop. So
Okay. Much love to you, Miss
that's
Carol
it.
D.
Right now, like I told you, take care of you,
Everybody
baby.
just send that. Yep, just
We're,
send
we're,
all that
we're
energy.
gonna we got you back. We're gonna just
Yeah,
surround you full of healing love and energy.
we're
But you
here
just
holding
take
that
care of
space for
you,
you. Mm-hmm.
and you just take care of you, and we'll handle the rest.
Lots of love.
All right.
Okay, so Lisa Rose. So, am I the trick this time? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of weird. I'm the trick. Okay, don't go
Look
there.
out.
Don't go there.
Heather's turning tricks tonight.
I'm being to
That's
pull
a
a different,
loaded
use a
statement.
different deck. Yeah, I knew that some of these decks were going to want to come out tonight. At least I saw that. Yes,
You
yes,
still
you
making me
did.
laugh like crazy. There you go.
Very
That's the
positive.
attitude.
Yeah.
That's the Miss Tarot D we know and love.
Yes.
I'm the treat this time, right? I'm a treat.
Yes. Oh, Sherry's the treat this time. So, Lisa,
Uh,
yeah,
y'all pardon me. I know my shuffling's loud, but these cards are a
not that bad.
bitch to shuffle.
Sherry telling it like it is.
But I've handled them enough now that I can actually like shuffle them sideways. In the
There you
beginning,
go.
they wouldn't do that because they were too stiff.
I might be channeling Miss Tangi too for this reading, Lisa. Tangi, look what card came out. Here, let me. It's the bee. She was the bee today. She was dressed
Oh,
up as a bee. So look at the bee card. But for Lisa, for your trick in prosperity is the trick is to, like what Sherry was saying earlier, prosperity comes and shows us, um, comes to us in different ways. And I know it's hard to try to be mindful and open to things that we may not see as being prosperity. But just, like today, I had a cup of coffee with a friend. This older gentleman came by and just said, "Hey, ladies, how you doing today?" And I said, "We're doing good." And I looked down and I said, "I woke up this morning." And he goes, "Yes, that's a good thing." He goes, "You have a beautiful day." So just the smallest, simplest things that can start getting that energy to help us open and bring that that positive energy, acknowledging the things like, okay, I had food on my table tonight. Is the ceiling leaking? Like in my, but yes, but it's dry over my bed, and I have nice warm blankets. My kitties are different things that you write down that brings forth positivity and prosperity, and just like the honey. Um, the honey I'm trying it's like the honey is the elixir of life and positivity and happiness. So when we give ourselves enough of that each day, that bee energy, that beautiful honey, that golden light, that place of manifestation, the sacral, the yellow and the orange are creative in our sacral and our solar plexus, our place of personal power. When we're in alignment and in tune with that, and we show gratitude for that. I'm sorry, it's just like spinning around. That's when we're able to welcome more. And I'm curious to see what Sherry gets for the treat, because if you do this, your treat is
symbolic, an awakening, a fresh
oh,
new
beautiful.
new start,
Mm-hmm.
uh, a time for new ideas, new thoughts, new ways of living. Get in tune with your body. What does your body need? Look at that picture.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that
Isn't that
gorgeous? The colors.
gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked up my Moonology deck and I thought, let me just see if something comes up. And this card literally flew out when I tried to shuffle. New moon, a new start is coming. So
Perfect.
you've got an awakening, fresh start, clarified by a new start. So you've got an awakening coming, and that's your
Hmm.
treat.
Yep. Being open. The trick is to be open to prosperity. Not trying to figure out, well, where's it going to come from? How's it going to come? Just be in that place. Just be in that moment.
Yeah.
It's like I said, not being in the past, not being too so far ahead in the future, but being present and within yourself and finding gratitude in the littlest of things.
Yeah. You can't change the past. The
No,
future's not here yet.
but the
Just live
present
in
moment always is. Hmm.
the now. Just live in the now. If you're happy in the now and you live to fulfill yourself in the now, your future looks bright.
So bright, you got to wear shades.
Yep.
And so for our last one, we have Miss Tanji from Roman Biscotti. And I'm going to use
Hey.
these cards. Yes, thank you for coming, Miss Tanji. Not feeling well, and showing up here to support Sherry and I. That means so much. And truly, you are in my thoughts and in my prayers. And I
Especially
will
since
send you that energy every day.
I got a message from Heather, what, around 6 o'clock when I finally saw the message on my phone. You want to jump on tonight and do something? And I was in like a really pissy mood earlier.
I'm in a
We
mood.
won't go.
We
We
both have
won't go
been in
into
a
that
really
now
bad
because
mood.
that mood is now gone.
Hmm.
Because this is what I needed. I needed to do this in order to get myself out of that pissy mood.
Yeah, yeah. We both had a few past couple days of just
Just frustrations.
yeah. Looking
Life.
for coping skills, breathing. I tell you, deep breathing. You cannot go wrong with deep breathing.
Yeah.
Breathing in for
After we
three or
finish
four.
this, I'm going to go out on the patio and I'm going to do some of my Tai Chi.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
then I'll feel
Oh,
better.
we love you too, Miss
I love
Terry.
you too, my
We really
darling.
do.
Mwah.
That's straight from the heart.
Get some rest. Drink your juice. If you need anything, you
Yes.
know how to reach me.
Okay. So am I the? I'm the treat this time. Oh, I'm going to be the treat for Tangi. So you're the trick.
Yes, I'm the trick. Mm. Let us see here. Yule, rebirth. Well, it ain't Christmas yet,
Okay.
so I guess that's the trick. You gotta wait another month and a half, or actually 2 months if you want to get technical about it. Um, but Christmas is coming, and usually that's a good thing for most people. Some of us have a hard time dealing with it, but we get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Put up extra decorations. That usually helps me get out of my funky moods.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Rain. Y'all just caught me in a mood tonight. I'm telling you. Of course, I have my
Oops.
mood all the time.
All righty. Oh, were you finished, Sherry? I'm sorry.
I'm done.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So I had two cards come out for Tangi, and I'm just laughing to myself for the second one because this is how her and I are very similar. But first of all, Secret Spring, success. So I know you got you got several projects in the works, a new channel with Ben from Beneficial Tarot.
Oh,
Yep, brand new channel
I
that you'll be
adore Ben.
collaborating
He is
together.
so precious.
It looks fantastic. They've got a little trailer up already, a little teaser. So right
I
now,
love his little commercials he does.
so
The
Secret
love boat
Spring,
when he did, I sat and laughed for an hour after that.
yeah,
I kept replaying it and replaying it.
he's such a sweetheart. And when these two get together, oh my goodness. So yes, it's going to be success right there. And there's your wings again from like today. Tangy, there's your beautiful little wings, your little bee wings. And now this is the one car for the treat though that we need to remind ourselves on. And I say we because this is how I've been too. Focus. and you have all of this, all these ideas, your strong connection to, your spirit guides, um to your ET family, to Roman, everything, all of this is just so, oops, sorry about the glare. This is all up here. This just this untapped potential, but it's coming down, it's coming through your hands, and just have to make sure that you remain focused on what it is, step by step by step, because like Tangi, I have become very and being premenopausal, my thoughts are scattered. I'm scroll brained, I'm bee brained, I'm everywhere brained these days.
Hey,
And
I'm a
so
triple airhead, so
so a lot of
Gemini, Aquarius,
focus.
and Aries.
So just make sure that you stay focused. Don't get too distracted with, unwanted, whether it's negativity or just a lot of people, needing your attention. Just focus and remain on what it is that you want to accomplish. And of course, as always, Tangi, success, it's yours.
Bye,
You can do
Sharon.
it. Bye, Sharon. Thank you. So it felt good. I could give Tangi a read back tonight after her reading for me. So, oh, we have a birthday, Dina. Dina, is it your birthday? Oh, tomorrow. Happy birthday, Dina.
Oh, happy
Tomorrow. Wow.
birthday!
Beautiful.
I'd sing, but you're supposed to get good things on your birthday, so
That's tomorrow.
we won't go there.
Aw, you're
You'll be like,
welcome.
man, it was going to be a perfect birthday, and then Sherry opened her mouth and saying that destroyed everything.
Aw.
I
So,
can't carry a tune in a bucket, so
so do you want to do one final card for the collective?
Yeah, let's do one for the collective.
Okay. And then Heather will have to bzzz off. Oh, Tangi just reminded me. The bee, remember? Ruby Rod from The Fifth Element. Remember he would buzz? I don't know if you ever saw the movie The Fifth Element, Sherry. But
No, but I've been buzzed,
Chris Tucker, his character was like
and I'm
a
not tonight.
between Prince and, I mean, it just, his character was hysterical. So yes, buzzing like a bee. Sorry, I had to let out my inner Ruby Rod. My bad. Okay, Dina, I need to watch that movie again. And you know what was so crazy is
What was
that
the name of
someone
it?
posted on the internet about 3 or 4 days ago that Chris Tucker had died, and it was false. It was another someone putting misinformation out there, and I was like, "No, he didn't pass away, not Ruby." And then my friend Amanda let me know and go, "It's okay, it was a hoax. He's still with us." I'm like,
I
"Oh,
still can't get over the fact that Leslie Jordan passed away.
oh, yeah,
Well, shit. What y'all doing?
yeah." Yeah, I loved
I
him on Will and
discovered him
Grace.
during the lockdown when he went on Instagrams. Just, I guess, because he's a Southern boy, just like I'm a
Oh,
Southern
okay,
girl.
really quick. I didn't see that Mandy had asked for a card, so we have to do Mandy.
Oh,
Sorry
okay.
about that, Mandy. So I'll do the trick,
So, okay,
or do you want to go ahead and do the? Why don't you? So we'll do the collective, and then we'll do Mandy, because I
okay,
think you already got cards for the collective. So go ahead.
okay.
Sorry about that, Mandy.
Well, I pulled Witch's Cottage Security. So you're protected and you're safe. Everyone that's in this community is protected and loved by
Mm-hmm.
everyone else in this community. When one hurts, we all hurt. Um, when one's happy, we're all happy. And that's part of the joy of finding a new family and finding unconditional love in that family. And for a lot of people, they've never experienced that until they've come into this community.
Yeah.
So that's our treat to everyone for the world is just to know that you're safe, you're secure, and you're loved.
Mm-hmm.
If by no one else other than just us.
Yeah. And my card to go with it is the cloak. concealment. It's knowing that you're protected, you're safe. There's still magic, all around, and the cloak gives us the ability to conceal from others. It's for me too. It's kind of like a boundaries card as well, because when you put that cloak on, you're invisible to certain energies, to individuals, and you're open to those that are of the highest love and light and vibration. And that concealment, that cloak, you know that, like Sherry said, you are protected, um, and you are loved. So,
Doesn't mean we won't fight from time to time, but
oh my goodness, yes.
that's what family does.
Okay, now Miss Mandy, my apologies. So, should I do the trick card for Mandy and you can do the treat?
That's fine.
Okay.
Whichever. I'm good for either one.
I feel bad. I'm sorry, Mandy. I didn't see. Sometimes chat moves a little faster than I can keep an eye on. And Dolly's right. It's the family you choose. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And if you get real lucky, sometimes you get born into a family that you would have chosen.
oh, beautiful. Let me just and Mandy, I got the Maven card, balance. So right now, balancing, the trick is to balance. I know you're working on developing your voice, your band, creating music, and I know you're also developing your intuitive abilities, your tarot, your channel, and making sure that you are finding enough time for yourself to unwind, to ground, and to make sure that plenty of water, eating right, just maintaining a healthy balance with your passions. Sometimes that's a trick in life when you've got someone over here, saying, I need you for this or I need you for that. Can you do this? Sometimes our world, and especially with the world in general, gets so out of balance, it throws our energy and our sense of self out of whack. And
Right,
so the trick
Allie?
is to, oh, bye, Dally. Um, and to um, remember that you need to be balanced to keep things in balance. Stay grounded, balanced, and taking good care of yourself.
And for your treat,
Ooh.
you have the wand, intention. Decide what you really want. Make your intentions clear. Focus on your visions. Practice your concentration. Make a decision and focus on the outcome you desire. And beware of the intentions of others. Craft your own wand and use intentions with harm to none.
Look what she said. Desire is right. She has a date tomorrow night.
Oh,
Ooh, so that's the treat.
very good.
Perfect. Now
That's
balancing maybe a love
fantastic.
life with your tarot and your music. That's gonna. Oh, but you're gonna have a blast. I'm so excited for you, Mandy. That's awesome.
We
It's like
want
I can feel that
full,
giddy energy.
detailed description afterwards
When do we
because
get
I'm
to meet
now
them?
going to be living vicariously through you and your dating because I gave that crap up. So
Oh,
I
oh my
tried it
goodness.
for a while after my husband died for like about a year. And I was like, I ain't doing this crap no more.
Rain said, full disclosure.
Yeah,
I mean, yep, but
I
you also
am
got to find someone for
perfectly happy by
intimate.
myself. Thank you very
Yeah,
kindly. My sisters in law don't understand it, but
yeah.
my late husband's sisters, they just don't get it. Why I never remarried.
Well,
It's
it's
like,
your life. It's not theirs.
because I've been married. I did that.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, wore the t shirt.
So, Sherry, thank you for hopping on with me. This was a blast.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
invite. I
every.
needed it tonight.
Yeah, me too. And thank you, everybody in chat. As always, I say it every time. I know it's like, well, verbatim, but when I see all these familiar faces pop in, it just brings me joy. It makes me happy. And so, um, thank you for bringing me joy to all my subscribers. He's an old flame. Oh, wait a minute, old flame. When you were a teenager and after all these years?
That
Wow.
sounds like Diane from Diane's Tarot. I mean, her fiance now was an old college flame that they dated way back when they were in college. And they hadn't seen each other in 10, 20 years, something like that. But he was friends with her brother and ran into her brother and hooked up. And now look, they're
And Guardian, I did not see you come in. Welcome. Thank you
welcome.
for hanging
Smart.
out with us. And yeah, sometimes, being single is the best thing because, you know,
I have my family here. My son's here. My brother's here. My nephew's here. The dogs are here. The cat's here. You know,
you have what you need right now.
I do. I do.
So again, happy Halloween, blessed Samhain, to everybody who oh my, she keeps popping stuff in. And then he's like, and still he's gorgeous. I'm like, oh my god, I want to see a picture of this guy. Uh,
Like I said, we want a full report tomorrow.
yes. So everybody have a blessed night. And tomorrow's November 1st already. So
All Souls
woo.
Day. So
Yes.
if you're part of the tradition of going to the graveyard and cleaning the grave sites of your ancestors,
Yeah.
then go do that.
I'm sorry, Tangy. Well, we're putting energy out there that you find a man so you can have some man hands. We're working on that. Keep manifesting that, sweetheart.
Honey, that's why God made batteries.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
Never dull moment with Sherry. I love this woman. She's awesome. All righty,
that proves
everybody.
that God's a woman too, by the way. So,
Ah, yes. So everybody, mwah, good night, and
bye, y'all.
I'll see Sherry Thursday. So
Yep.
bye.